Hi, I'm Jody Fassina, Managing Director of Insight Strategy, and welcome to my Canberra Insights for the week. Research from Curtin University and Otago University of New Zealand have confirmed that since the beginning of the pandemic, trust in government has increased markedly. In research conducted in June and July, the researchers have found that the public's belief in government to do the right thing has shot up to levels that did not exist pre-pandemic. This is a true testament to the fact that both governments, state and federal, have taken the advice of their chief health advisors and also believed in the science. It's in a stark contrast to what we're seeing in the US, where any manner of conspiracy theory or anti-science view was allowed to take hold, with devastating consequences for the United States. The interesting question will be, when the pandemic is over, will these trust levels remain high? Only time will tell. With many politicians accused of not listening to the people, not so Senator Jackie Lambie. In an exercise in direct democracy, Senator Lambie is going direct to her supporters to seek their views in regards to a government bill that would give the government the power to confiscate mobile phones from those in immigration detention. She's promised all those that participate, and no doubt there obviously will be supporters and those that oppose, what her final position will be. The importance being, she's likely to have the swing vote which would determine the outcome of that legislation. Anyway, a great exercise in direct democracy, and for those interested, why don't you check out her Facebook page to see where things are at. With the focus in the last month justifiably on aged care and the pandemic and the sad stories we've seen come out of our aged care facilities, it's easy to forget that actually there is still the Royal Commission into aged care that has been ongoing. This week they were tackling the vexed issue of how to pay for aged care into the future. First up as a witness was former Prime Minister Paul Keating. He offered a solution whereby aged care would be funded in the same way that we fund university students, via a HECS type scheme, whereby the Commonwealth would extend money to those in aged care, and upon their passing, that money would be paid back to the Commonwealth. We also saw on Wednesday former Treasurer Peter Costello and former Treasury Secretary Ken Henry as well appear offering their respective views. Good to see such experts in the witness box in what is a very vexed issue in regards to funding of aged care, and where the solutions come with multi-billion-dollar price tags. Certainly a way to go on this issue. As we know, the federal government committed hundreds of billions of dollars of support to the Australian community and individuals when the pandemic hit. Two of these key support measures were both the introduction of JobKeeper and a doubling in JobSeeker, also known as New Start. The government also said at the time that these measures would be temporary in nature. As that end date now approaches, it was always going to kick off a political debate. And we've seen first out of the blocks being ACOS this week, with a report stating that if New Start effectively goes back to pre-pandemic levels, there'd be a loss of 145,000 jobs. In order to make these changes as well, the government needs to legislate them. So that means there's going to be a battle royale in the Senate. No doubt Labor, the Greens and other interest groups are going to be pushing hard to see that those in the community that need support the most continue to get it. As you can see, it's been another action-packed week in Canberra. I hope you're enjoying my weekly insights into the business of government.